you are. And self-assessment and discovery, along with topics that we've discussed, all kind of wonderful things. What character traits and bad habits do you have that you need to get rid of? And, oh, I love this over here. Our students made some statements. Every day I am my own motivation to keep me motivated as long as I don't get distracted and keep my eyes on my own positive future, conduct, and prize. That's Miss Mary. And Tyler, life will have its ups and downs.
My name is Jalen Woods, and I go to St. John Bosco High School, and I'm in the 10th grade. Today, I'm going to be talking about effective communication, how you can put it into the real life and how it can help you. Effective communication deals with the body language, because if you're talking to a person and you're looking oh, you're not interested, or on the football field, you said, if you don't have the right body language, then the other team is gonna see that and they're gonna try to pick on you and stuff. And then for make yourself feel heard, I feel that's important, because if you're trying to get your point across, you want to feel like you're known, and then you have a presence, and that people just won't walk over you and ignore you. But you also want to be clear of your message, because even though you know what you're talking about, the other person might not know what you're talking about too. So you always want to be clear and make sure you give an extra explanation to whatever you're talking about. And you want to, and you also want to listen to what the other person is talking about, because it's kind of rude if you were just talking have a conversation with them, and then when they start talking, you don't show them interest, or you just keep on out of your head.
My name is Jennifer Henderson. I'm 19 and I go to Long Beach City College. The topic that I chose today was managing your own behavior, and my main points are controlling behavior and avoid hurting feelings. I said to watch what you say and how you say it, because you can hurt somebody's feelings the way you say things or your facial expressions. I have to work on that for myself, because I do a lot of facial expressions or my tone changes. I said everything doesn't need a response, so you don't always have to say things to somebody. Just because somebody's talking to you about something, you just could just listen to them. You don't have to say anything back. The fourth thing, know the level of your control. You need to know how to control yourself, your anger, how you say things and what you do. Avoid hurting feelings. I feel like you need to go to the person, you need to go talk to them. You shouldn't have to say anything behind somebody's back. That's a backstabber, to be honest. You just gotta be straight up with them and let them know how you feel. And I put recognize your own limits, back off when necessary. I'll take that from here. I did. Back off when necessary. This is something that a lot of people need to work on, because we don't back off. We don't know what that could drive the other person to, You want to stay away from fighting, anything physically, to talk things out with somebody. So an example that I have when I said back off when necessary, I don't feel like I have anger problems, but I feel like, how you get upset at things, I need to learn how to react to them. When I'm talking to my siblings or whatever, I get upset at certain things they say, and I notice I'm my dad and Jennifer, you need to calm down. It's not that serious. You're always reacting to what your siblings have to say. I guess I'm the person, a firecracker. You say one thing to me, I like to argue back with you and keep it going on. I know I should stop. Some things I got from this website called Psychology Today, the autopilot system and intentional systems. For autopilot, I'm saying this one. Autopilot is a fast, emotional self, mostly makes good decisions, automatic thinking, feeling, and behavior habits. Intentional is confusion, responding, mindset, drains mental energy. And paragraph of automatic system requires no conscious effort to function. The intentional system makes deliberate effort to turn on and is mentally tiring. Fortunately, without motivation and appropriate training, the intentional system can turn on in situations when the autopilot system is prone to make errors, especially costly ones. So basically, that's where you're putting like controlling your feelings or your behavior. They say that you're being intentional, you're tiring yourself out of what you're saying, like you're trying to argue back. So basically, control your feelings, you guys. You know, if you feel some type of way when somebody tells you, pray. Pray. I promise that really works. I've never gotten into a fight in my life. I know I'm aggressive. I like to talk. But I've never gotten into a fight because I pray over everything. Yeah.
Hey, good job.
My name is Xavier Marlborough. I'm 17. I go to Rancho Dominguez Preparatory School. And I'm going to be talking about effective communication and how like, you can use it like in your everyday life. Basically, if you're faced with like a conflict, like try to avoid it and be basically observant like of what's around you. Assess your body language, like everybody assesses your body language. And be clear and like, basically your message. Like when you're trying to say something, be like clear when you're saying. You make the other person that you're talking to like feel like they're like worth something. Listen to the other person when they're talking because if you're not listening to them, they like think that you're kind of trying to be disrespectful, like just not listening at all.
Good. Good job.
Hi, my name is Melissa. I'm 27, and I'm a tutor, artist, and mentor. I think the reason why I really enjoy like this whole program is because I feel like it teaches us how to deal with real life situations. So I feel like a big part of our life, or in general, that life is about relationships. So the topics that I chose were managing your own behavior and personal accountability. I feel like those topics kind of like overlap. And so as far as like dealing with relationships and things like that, I think it's important to sort of make sure that you're in control and that you have like the tools that you need to manage your conflict, or like say if something happens, like you're standing in line at the grocery store and somebody cuts in front of you and maybe you already were having a bad day. So what should you do now? How can you like avoid escalating the situation, so avoid making it worse? So I'm basically gonna go through like review what Jennifer said and then like stuff that's on the board, and then just give like a different way, different words to kind of like think about just the same things. So hopefully it makes more sense afterwards. So the first one is like be mindful of your own reactions, and another way to say that is like to take back your power. So it's when you are more self-aware, you can better respond to someone else. So say like in that situation, like you're at the grocery store and you know like you're already upset, maybe like somebody stepped on your shoe earlier or something, so you're kind of like in a bad mood. So it's kind of like doing these sort of like check-ins throughout the day. So I like to think of this word space. So like to give yourself space. So if you're already sort of feeling upset and then something happens like that, somebody steps on your shoe, you want to first think space. So like to, instead of immediately reacting, you can respond. So you just like take a deep breath. Remember that negative feelings like don't last forever. So eventually, you know, you'll feel better. You'll get over the person stepping on your shoe. Maybe the shoe, like you didn't really like those shoes that much, so it's not that important. Yeah. So, okay, the next one is maintain rational detachment, and then another way you could say that is like don't take things personally. So instead of like somebody stepped on your shoe, let's say that somebody else, like your friend, your brother, sister, got their shoe stepped on today. And maybe so they're already in a bad mood, and you kind of like can sense that. So we talk about like assessing body language and stuff like that. Usually you can tell if somebody's in a bad mood, like maybe they are already like have an attitude with you, or they just come in like stomping their feet and they go in the room, slam the door, or something like that. So again, you want to think space. So instead of like going to that person, like pushing their buttons and like, hey, can you do this for me right now? Maybe you can think like, something must be going on with this person, so I'll just give them space, like let them breathe, like try to treat people the way that you would want to be treated, basically. And then the third thing is to be attentive. So if somebody comes to you like with an issue, and this is like for professional settings too. So say you're at work and somebody comes up to you and they're kind of like upset about something that happened. Maybe like customer service wasn't as good as they hoped or something like that. You want to listen to them. A lot of times like people just want to feel like they're cared for and that somebody's really paying attention. And you can also and you show this by like your body language too. So you can just like, paying attention to them while they're talking is like giving them your full attention, maybe like nodding in approval or saying like, hey, I understand like how you feel, stuff like that. Okay, and then number 4, so use positive self-talk. So say we're in the grocery store again, and then somebody comes and like rams their cart up against like the back of your foot and it hurts really bad.
That does hurt.
I'm gonna ram it back.
Tyler.
You get what I'm talking about.
Your first reaction. Right?
See, that's your first reaction.
Exactly.
She gonna tell you what you need to do and not do.
So if you don't feel like fighting that day,
We're not gonna fight. It's just a simple ram back. Let me let you continue with your lesson.
so instead of reacting, say like in an angry way, like from anger or stuff like that, you want to like respond. So so instead of thinking like, oh my god, like this person, like they just pushed me over the edge, like I can't take it, I gotta go get my cart and like ram them back. Instead of doing that, you think like, positively, so like I can handle this situation. Like it's really not a big deal, and basically like using words to calm yourself down, so that hopefully like end up fighting and like go to jail because somebody rammed the back of your foot.
I'm not a confrontation person. I don't go to jail. My record is clean.
Okay.
I don't get caught. Hey, put that back on camera. I don't get caught.
Right.
So another one on the board, recognize your limits. Another way to say this is that you want to realize that you can't handle everything. And this is like providing support when you need it. So it's also about, say a friend comes to you and wants to talk about a conflict that they had, it's good to just like talk it out. And the same goes for you. So if you feel like something happened to you that made you feel upset, then you could, or a good way to sort of like let those feelings out is to tell like a trusted person about it, or to vent about it, maybe like write about it, just to expressing those things instead of holding them in is better for your health. So you want to consider just like ways to handle it better in the future. A question that I want you guys to answer.
Okay.
And so, beginning of my presentation, I talked about how life is like all about relationships and stuff like that. I don't know if anybody's ever heard that the best relationship you can have is with yourself. And so, like the topics that I chose, like managing your own behavior and personal accountability, it's about being more aware of yourself and basically like cultivating a healthy relationship with yourself. That's really important. And so the question is really simple, and it's just, who are you? And it kind of sounds like a simple question, but it can also be like something that's more complex. Because I mean, like, and just take like a minute or two to think about it, but it's like, what brings you joy? And what is your purpose in life? Like, why are you here? And what are you here to learn? So I think that constantly reflecting back on who you are and your purpose and why you're here are good ways to stay focused and to like avoid conflict or to be able to better handle it so that you generally like enjoy life and have healthier relationships. And then I also want to say that who you are is not what it's not. So it's not about how you look. It's not about the clothes you wear. It's not about the job you have, and it's not about the car you have. So like it's about much more than your physical appearance.
That's good.
So thank you.
Ah.
Take one, pass it down. Take one, pass it down.
Why you trying to be like me?
This is part of my lesson plan. Just take it and pass it down.
Here, get 2 for them and then pass it down. Okay. Can you grab me one and Keenan one? Dang.
All right.
Yeah, I think I did good. That's also
I think I got them all.
All right, let's see.
For the first one, the first answer is Crystal.
I knew it was me. I got that right. Organized, dedicated, believes in all the work he or she puts in.
Y'all want to switch papers?
Nah, it's cool. Ain't nobody gonna be cheating. We grown in here. Wait, we gotta put our names. I'm not gonna cheat.
I'm not gonna cheat though.
So, give me the paper. I gotta correct something. Who's? Oh, I got you. I knew it was me. I knew it.
Let's get it. All right, first name is Crystal. Check next to it or X if you got it wrong. All right, the second name, very talented and cool person to talk to. That's me. You didn't answer. Somebody.
I knew it was you. I knew that was you.
But it's wrong. It's Keaton.
What? I put you first.
It's Keaton. What?
I did. Look.
It's not me.
Oh, you don't got mine.
But yeah, you got.
Look, it said Keenan.
Sit down till we pass the papers back. I know you.
Wow, I have to think though, because it's two on there that I was like.
I thought it was Jalen. Dang.
Go wrong. He's
He rushed us at the end, so I had to hurry and put something on.
Last but not least.
This is me.
Jalen, always chill, outgoing, and works hard in class and out of class.
Hey, that's
Somebody
crazy.
said Keenan.
That's crazy.
That's Jalen.
That's you. So you don't work hard in class and out of class?
I mean, sometimes it just depends on what time of day I'm feeling.
Jalen.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real. It just depends.
But you do gotta work hard in the class and outside of class.
I do got good grades
Hey,
though.
but you do gotta work inside the class and outside the class, right?
I guess
You wear
he's trying to
glasses,
get-
so I was taking that for, you know.
Whose
It's not
paper
like
was
he
this?
didn't- It's not like he wasn't trying to make it look like
I
he
missed
was.
two on the surface, though.
I missed like 4.
I missed two.
okay, so
I tried. I'm spelling it wrong with the word.
wait a
man.
minute. I want to add this little point in. So I love this, and extra points to you.
Oh my
And
God.
whoever gets this,
Correct.
either completely correct or whoever has the most answers gets $20.
Woo!
Number 5. Keeps you laughing, compassionate,
I put
and
Tyler.
caring, very,
It's
very
Tyler.
happy life.
That's when I had a hard time with
Hey,
That was not a hard
No,
time.
I'm talking about
That's your
boy.
boy.
He said very
That's your boy.
laid back. I'm like,
That's your boy.
I don't think you're funny.
Hey, is he younger or something?
I'm doing it.
Sweet cooking, goddamn.
I was like, her mama ain't on here.
That's what I'm looking for. So I'm like mama, like, no.
Like, if I could put that in it, like a rap.
Right.
I was trying to find a way to like not make it so obvious because like she do all the cooking.
Yeah.
Like it'd be good. So I had to do that.
Who?
Why? Only lost two. Only missed two. Only missed two.
Loser lost 9 minutes. Who says that?
Me, I missed two.
He missed one. He won. Keenan. Xavier.
Missed one?
Woo!
I missed two. That's my dog. No, I thought he only had one spirit.
One of the worst things one of the worst things I was bad at, I guess I should say, was interviews. Just didn't like it. You know, I didn't like somebody putting a camera in my face with a microphone and asking me questions. You know, number one, because I was familiar with, I was very guarded, I was very standoffish. I didn't trust a whole lot of people. You know, because where I grew up, you know, you just don't trust unless they're your boys. You don't trust a lot of people that just come into your life. So it took me a long time. It took me until I was about 42 years old to start letting people more in and starting to get to know people for who they are. Then I can make a decision. If I like you, I do. You know, we cool. If I don't, I stay away from it. You know what I mean? But instead of just shutting them off right from the get-go because of where I grew up and how I was raised, I found out that ain't, you know, that's not healthy. You know, it's not healthy. You know, and again, being more open and being able to take those chances to get to know people has made me much better, you know, not only interviewer, but to the point where, you know, I got ESPN and all those people asking me to do, you know, shows because of the way I perceive myself and the way that I also present myself on camera. You know, one of the biggest compliments that you can get when you're doing TV is that people look at you and they say, man, you're just real. And you tell it like it is. And you're honest. You know, and 9 times out of 10 when I get those, you know, I look at those people and say, but that's just me. I'm not really on TV trying to, you still not even close to the thing you can achieve. I love about you guys is the fact that you want to give back, that you think about other people so much, because you're going to get blessed tenfold for that. You know, you want to help other people. You know, you talk about the homes. I'm with a group called the Community Friends. Just met them 3 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Met them 3 years ago, and it just touched my heart. You know, that they do so much, and they don't want no recognition for it whatsoever. They just doing it all behind closed doors. I'm with you guys. I'm gonna do what I can, you know, help you guys. So any event that we do, any charity event, if they want to give a donation, I just send it to them. You know what I'm saying? That's my way of giving back to them. But you never want to pigeonhole yourself and stay in one box and say, this is all I can do, because you guys are so talented. You don't have no clue, like I said, the things that you guys can accomplish. None whatsoever. So you get back home, and that one goal that you told me about, start thinking about 5 or 6 other dreams that you might have. Things that you
You also wanna
Topics are right there. You want me to
How did I get the top one?
You want me to stop recording?
Yeah, stop.
For avoiding to hurt feelings. I'm sorry, y'all. I sound a little loud. Like, it's not even me. Okay.
You could have been more in depth
Like
with it.
how though? What
I-
do you say after I've been on a jet ski?
I just know when you make statements, they're just one-liners and that's it.
Yeah, but they're like getting straight to the point. So.
Exactly. Oh, hush. Did we guess yours yet?
Or some sheets of paper. And I'm gonna need you all to look at these papers and you have to act out what's in the paper, okay?
Let's go. Do improv.
And I'm gonna need you all to open them at the same time.
Okay.
Because I don't want anyone to start before the other, so let me give you.
Did you open yours? Open yours. Oh, you did?
I was really ready to act though. I was really ready to act. No, I was really ready to act though.
So you don't want the money?
I had to be shown.
They was ready.
Y'all wasn't ready. Huh?
I know, goddaughter is always in the I'm trying to get the signs behind.
So we got jokes today.
Wow.
He said you don't mess with
Hey, have you?
I did not.
the black girl sketch show?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, they're talking about like it was like a phone, right? The girl leg was ashy.
Hey, she only here talking to me about your
Oh man.
Why are you recording this? Don't you know I have this is confidential.
silent. Hush.
Alright, so the other one is my brother was in a singing group and opened for NWA. Oh, who would actually?
That's my
That nigga Kitty said, oh.
That ain't me.
Yeah, because you said you can sing too, so it's in your family.
I promise that's not
Alright.
That's Crystal.
I knew it.
I'm trying to hold it in the
Mine? I didn't change mine.
No, you not changing it. It's fine. So, Xavier, was this yours?
No, that was Tyler.
This was really yours?
Yeah, because my son didn't say nothing. Who's next?
Alright, Keenan.
I thought my dad
Alright,
was touching a heater.
It says, I think I already know what this is.
Just go.
I still like to watch cartoons, don't at me. And it's only one person that will say that don't at me. I think it's Jennifer. Is that yours? Are you serious?
I do watch cartoons.
The only person that I already know that was gonna be my second choice is this one right here. Because that's what she enjoys, is watching cartoons all the time. But
It's mine.
When it was first said, when it said I still like to watch cartoons, I was like, all right, that's Crystal. But then when it said don't add me, I was like, oh, that's Jennifer saying that. Not don't add me. So.
I threw it off.
Yes,
I
you
said,
did.
it's heck, you got people with me.
What's the second one?
Okay.
The second one is, I mean, I don't even want to say it because this is.
He don't listen.
What?
He don't listen. What did I say?
If you
Can somebody get
If
him?
you get it like your own, like you get another one. Right?
Yeah, that's all over. That's what I mean. I didn't always know. Why you gonna give it to?
Now we know.
Yeah. Y'all want to know here? Put it back in the cup.
No, don't. I put the old ones in there.
Oh, okay.
Now we ain't.
We didn't even go. I didn't even go.
I know. I'm mixing theirs up.
Why?
All right, yeah, you can throw me one so I can read the second one. That's a new?
Now that, there you go.
All right, so my second
Y'all just
one.
pull from there.
My second one is.
Wait, what happened to
My second one is. I don't like basketball.
Is that it?
It says I don't like basketball.
This is Jalen.
What?
You know what? It sounds like a statement.
I don't like basketball.
That's it. It sounds like a statement.
You got support for that? Like, you want to add on to that? No, I just don't like basketball.
Yeah, and there's nothing else more to it.
Go ahead, Tyler.
Go,
Read yours.
Tyler, hurry up.
I have a girlfriend that lives in Florida.